How you guys doing? Good.
Well, I guess the best way to start is the last time we had a chance to chat with you, it was an emotional evening for you. Mm-hmm. What have the last couple of weeks been for you, and how are you feeling right now about where you ended up and just going forward?
Yeah, I mean, the last few weeks, they've been good. I've just been training, getting ready to get here, getting ready to put my best foot forward and do what I can for this team and this facility and all my new brothers in that facility. So happy to be here, happy to get to work, and happy to see what's to come.
You definitely had some emotions and feelings after the draft. How, are they still there? Have you been able to move on from them? And if you haven't, how long do you think they'll linger?
Yeah, I think I've been able to move on. I mean, it's just motivation. Yeah, like I said, I'm just happy to be here, happy to get to work, and I know it's going to be something special here, so I'm excited for it.
You'll be playing for a head coach that's a defensive guy, DB guy. How exciting is that? What's that been like so far with discussions with him? Super
exciting. I mean, that scheme it's amazing. It's a cornerback's dream, so I'm excited to play in it. I'm excited to get comfortable with it and just learn more about it. I've learned a good amount so far, so just continuing to learn and get comfortable in it and make a lot of plays.
You already have a leg up since you've already gone against Marv a handful of times?
You're saying as far as like going against him in practice? I mean, I wouldn't say I got a leg up. I mean, it's gonna be great battles, and we're gonna both get better. So I'm excited about it. I wouldn't want it any other way. That's great for both of us.
How do you navigate a room full of all these Buckeyes?
Man, I fresh off the plane, I'm like, man, there's too many of y'all over here. They got to get me out of here. But nah, it's cool. I was out here in Arizona training at Exos, and me and Denzel got really close. Egbuka, he was out there too. We got close. I actually went golfing with Marv and Denzel one time, so I know they kind of eased me into it. So I'm good now. It's no bad blood.
When you first met Jonathan Gannon, what are some of the things that stand out about him?
Energy, a lot of energy, a lot of juice. He's a DB-minded guy, and he's just very passionate about it. And you gotta love someone that's passionate about it and cares about his players. And he's a player's coach, so that's the type of coach I want to play for.
I know he was recently in a radio interview quoted as saying that you're like a perfect fit for this defense. I'm sure you're feeling like you probably would be a perfect fit for any defense, but what do you think you bring to what they're trying to do here?
I think this defense, allows me to use all my skill sets. Being able to play a variety of coverages and the way they play their DBs and their linebackers and just their whole scheme and as a whole just allows me to make those plays you saw me make in college. So I think they know that, they've seen that, and I just got to go out there and get comfortable in the scheme and go out there and do it.
JG was also talking about how you playing in Wink's system at Michigan could be helpful as you transition. In what ways can having played in an NFL-style defense in college help you in the pros now?
I would just say playing in Coach Minner and Coach Wink's, they both did a little bit of different things, and this defense has both both of those defenses. So it just allows me to have that experience playing at a high level with that experience in that type of defense. So it just makes me a little more comfortable and have that knowledge of how to play in it, and I've done it, you know what I'm saying? So it just allows me to play a little more freely.
Why do you feel like this scheme is a cornerback's dream?
I would say just I don't know if I'm supposed to give away all the sauce, but just the way they play their guys. I mean, it works together well.
JG mentioned that Walter reached out to you after you got drafted and just wanted to talk to you, mentioned that you were a little mad about where you went. Just what was that conversation like, and what did it mean just to have him reach out to you?
Yeah, it was cool because me and Walter, when we were getting recruited out of high school, we were both trying to play together, and that didn't end up working out. So it was just like, hey, we're here. We're finally teammates, and let's go do it. Let's go win a lot of games and win some championships.
Has it sunk in that you've achieved this dream of actually getting drafted by an NFL team, or at what point do you think it will sink in?
Yeah, I would say, I mean, it's sunk in, but I mean, it hasn't really hit that I'm a NFL player. I feel like it won't really sink in until we start practicing. I get out there on Sundays and really get a feel for it. But yeah, I mean, it's my first few minutes here, so I'm just excited to meet everybody and get to know everybody.
You're wearing 0. Is there a reason you picked that number?
I wanted to keep it single digit. I'm gonna just say that for now.
How did you and Walt get connected in high school?
What'd you say?
How did you and Walt get connected in high school?
Well, It was a lot of ties to it. I mean, one of my teammates that I was at with Michigan, he was from Memphis. And Walter obviously was a big name coming out of high school, and we were trying to get him at Michigan. And I was kind of the front runner for our class, so I was just trying to do whatever I can to get him to come to Michigan. So I've done things like when we were in high school, I went down to Martin Luther King High School, and he was thinking about coming to Detroit to go to high school, so I went down there with him just to get him acclimated to that type of scene. He visited Michigan a bunch of times, and we hung out, so we know each other well. We just didn't get to go to college together.
How much time had you really spent in Arizona before you kind of came out here and started training out there?
None, really. I had been out here, I think, one other time after we won the national championship. Me and a few of my teammates came out here, and then after that, just training in the Exos for like the last 4 months.
How's the just generally be like? Is there a progression to it, or how do you kind of make sure everything's all the boxes are checked there?
You said the knee?
Yeah.
It's all good. It's ready to go.
I don't know how much you watched of the NFL when you were in college, and there's been a lot of new faces added to the defense specifically this offseason, but what have you, if anything, picked up about the Cardinals under Gann in the last couple of years that you've seen from how his team plays?
Yeah, I would just say you can tell they're trying to win. They got a lot of pieces on offense. You can tell they're trying to get those same type of pieces on defense to make it all come together. So I'm excited about how this defense is going to be and how it's going to come together because, like you said, we got a lot of good pieces. So we just got to get to work and go out there and prove that we are great players.
A lot of young guys on this roster. How do you feel about being one of them?
I feel great. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. So I want to be with those guys. I want to be with these coaches, and I'm ready to get to work. That's all.